It's your boy, Ed the Dread, aka Eddie Money Mouth. And you are tuned into the Money Mouth Podcast. Yes, sir. Bam, 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 bam. Welcome back, my people, to a Money Mouth Monday. It's your boy back at it with more gold in the mouth, feeling good, dogs. I am back on Maui after 5 weeks in America land on the East Coast. I was in Delaware. I was in the Outer Banks. I was in St. Petersburg. I was in Indian Rocks Beach. I was in Miami. I was basically all over the goddamn place. Drove a whole bunch, about 3,000 miles in a week, and had a grand ass time. And now I'm back. Shout out to my boy Joe Ward, freaking Currituck, OBX's finest, Graveyard Glass. I got to bring back this amazing, good vibes Graveyard Glass collab skimboard that you see over there. There is a tie-dye t-shirt that I made for Joe years ago, glassed into the deck of that board with the Good Vibes patch logo under the glass. It's crazy. Maybe I zoom in on it. All right, but big up to Joe. Appreciate the art, my man. Graveyard Glass. You will get yourself a rideable piece of art. Heard that. So, back to the Money Mouth Podcast. It has been a whirlwind of a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. We got like what might be, I don't know, a revolution in America, slash maybe a race war, slash I don't know what the fuck's going on. But we gonna touch on a bunch of few things. But we gonna touch on a bunch and a few things and whatever things. Who even knows the things? First and foremost, the homie Drewski, and I don't even know if I'm gonna call him the homie, but just the dude Drewski, podcaster slash comedian slash reality show star, impregnating the people on the show, I don't know, was doing Whiteface. And people got pissed. Uh, I actually watched some of the clips. I can't believe the makeup that he was able to pull off. Like, he was painted as like a white dude with a freaking farmer's tan, with tattoos and shit. I mean, kudos to him. He did a great job acting like a white dude. Um, he was at like a pretty much a white dude event, like a NASCAR or something. And, I think that people are pissed that he might have taken a little too far when he was like spitting at the only black people that he saw and shit like that, which I would say probably 10 to 15 to 35% of the people at that event would probably do so if they had the chance. Um, but, it became the cancel culture thing that America is now, and people were super pissed. They wanted him canceled. Theo Von's dumbass was talking about, I feel like Jerry Curl coming on. And I don't know where the fuck Theo thinks that he would show up with a whole bunch of freaking black dudes and YNs or whatever and try to pull off blackface without getting his ass whooped. But, that's a thing. Uh, but yeah, I mean, as far as the blackface or the whiteface that's my point. As far as the whiteface goes, I don't want to fucking hear it from nobody because our country has a long history of performing blackface. I mean, shit, dude. Even like the girl that played Little Orphan Annie, like Shirley Temple, did fucking blackface as an infant type shit. Like, the minstrel show was uh comedic for whites. They portrayed blacks as lazy, incompetent, bumbling buffoons, if you will. Although the labor that we did built the fucking country that they were sitting on at the time. Uh, we'll talk about another recent tie into history of America in like the fourth topic for today. But the basic bottom line is one dude doing whiteface pissed off a whole fucking country of white people when the whole country of white people has no problem pushing under the rug and trying to teach a different history and not caring about the previous shit that was done, which may or may not suit the way that they feel. So Drewski doing whiteface, congratulations, my man. Me, I've actually wanted to do like Whiteface with the blonde dreads and Birkenstocks and shit and try to pull off like the white hippie for Halloween, but I just don't care about Halloween that much anymore to dress up about anything. So that was like on my list of to-dos at one point, which maybe someday in the future we'll get to. But for now, I don't give a shit about that. And I don't give a shit about Drewski doing whiteface. And neither should y'all, because the history of our country uh, allows us to get one of those every now and then. uh, second, second, and probably biggest topic of the pod, which is the biggest thing to go down in the last week. Charlie Kirk got merked. He is or was an American podcaster, uh, slash public figure, slash I don't know if he was in the political realm because they say it's a political motive in the killing, but like I mean he's just we'll say very far right and very outspoken. Right now, with his death, which was fucking ridiculous, bro. That guy got fucking sniped in the fucking throat in front of like everybody that was there at a college campus and the whole fucking live stream. And like, I mean, I was at work and my boy was like on his phone for too long. And I'm like, hey, dog, like, the fuck you doing? He's like, I think that guy Charlie Kirk just got killed like at an event. And like, the first thing I said was like, well, fuck, was it live? Like, and I'm pretty sure that shit was live, right? But if not, there was enough people holding phones. Like if you've ever performed anything, even if you suck at it, there's at least gonna be like one person in the crowd with their phone. That's because that's just what people do now. They film shit. So this guy got taken out uh, by a fucking pretty good shot, I would say, because it hit him like right in the throat. And I mean, I shoot at chickens all the time, and I'm literally shooting at their throat head, and it's fucking hard. Okay, like hitting the body is nothing, but hitting the throat head is heavy business. So I would probably say that the homie that did it was trained, if not just American, because that's one of my points on what I have to say about it. You know, it's like tragic that a person got murdered. You know, people die every day though, so I'm not gonna talk ill about the homie or whatever, but you know, like I don't give a fuck that that cat died, and I mean to be fair, dude, he's like a rage or he was a rage bait, fucking public domain argument slash debate guy in America. It's like, come on, my dog. I mean, unless you're an actual politician or someone like fucking I show speed or something with like a dude walking around with AKs and shit trying to protect you at all times, like you might not have enough protection to be talking all that type of shit and then literally just going out into public spaces. I mean, there's a bunch of those guys like that freaking mixed dude with the bald head that talks shit, the other guy that wears a yarmulke that talks shit, and I mean, they like go out into public and sit like fucking on a street corner or like at a college and just fucking say off the wall shit that's like really extreme on one side. And again, we're in America, dude. Like I think a topic that he was pretty polarized on was like guns. And he's like, yo, if you don't realize that a lot of motherfuckers got guns, and it ain't just the right side, is everybody. It's the left side, it's the middle side, it's the everybody side. It's everybody got a gun. I mean, I don't got a gun, but my family members got guns, you know, and like fucking America, people get guns. So to me, I don't think that it was the smartest idea to be doing that. You know, like that shit's cool for talking on a this, you know, talking to your camera, putting it out on the internet. But now you're like taking it to the streets, out in open, and and that shit happened, you know. So should it have happened? I don't listen, I don't know. You know, it's the world we live in, dude. Fucking for my whole life, like I've been outspoken and people either love you or hate you. And like when you make posts, you get some love and you get some hate, and it's almost expected to get both. So again, like I said, if you don't think that people out there would be willing to just fucking fight, shoot, do something more than yell into a microphone at you when you're talking that reckless, I think you might be mistaken. Now, They want to cancel people about it. Listen, the same way that he got to speak freely about what the fuck he wanted to talk about, the people that want to talk about his ass after his death can say whatever the fuck they want, right? Now, I find it crazy that people get upset when, you know, post mortem somebody uses a quote from his own fucking mouth about what happened to him. Like fucking, he's had a lot to say about guns. He's had a lot to say about people dying because of guns. And he ended up being a person that passed away due to gun violence. So it's like, the irony almost of America. And I think the ridiculousness that people will get mad at someone for, again, using a person that might be considered a bigot's own words uh, after they've passed away, even though the demise was tragic. Um, Also pertaining to Charlie Kirk's death, here on Maui, we had a deputy who spoke out about it on his social media platforms. I'm pretty sure it's a black dude too, and we only got about 1,000 of them on island out of like 120,000 people. And he was put on administrative leave straight up by our crooked ass fucking chief of police, the guy that came over from Nevada after their shooting and then oversaw the Lahaina fire and then got put on administrative leave himself for being named the P. Diddy case. And now he's putting homeboy on leave for having fucking free speech. I don't know exactly what he said. I believe it was something along the lines of like, the country is getting closer to healing now that that guy is gone, which, some people take offense to that. Some people might look at that as, a person who has a very big platform that says really horrible shit taken away. And the deputy should be able to say what he would like to say about it. Uh, he might. Maui's just such a small place. The guy should have probably thought about posting it on social media. I mean, the majority of adults here live on fucking Facebook, and then the vast majority of adolescents and young adults live on Instagram and TikTok. And then there's like some of us that just never go on none of that shit barely, and we be out in nature. But I would say a lot of people are on Facebook hounding like older folks, and they're just waiting for something. It's like small town fever all over this place. So as soon as that guy posted it, I mean, I remember seeing it. Like it was like people were commenting and sharing that shit so much on both sides of liking and disliking it that it came across my feed a bunch. And I'm like on social media like an hour a day. So that shit was just hot. So again, very controversial. Ed the Dreads take. Don't talk shit like that in the public domain without a lot of security. And fucking people die every day. I mean, Palestinian civilians, children, women, doctors, reporters have literally been being murdered for 2 years now. So one individual is like, yeah, whatevs. In recent news, which I feel like is today type news, okay, and doubling back on all this, oh, whiteface, blackface, fucking people shouldn't talk shit about Charlie Kirk, especially black people and fucking whatevers. There was a brother found hung at a university in American land. Now, from what I've read, they're saying no foul play. I'm like, yo, this black dude from Mississippi done hung himself on a tree at Delta State University in Ohio? I doubt it. But I'm going to tell you this much. I lived in Western Pennsylvania for quite some time. And although their police force is not that bad, that's a racist ass place. I like the humans be racist. Uh it's very segregated. Pittsburgh, and even the European white people are all segregated into their own little zones. But shit, man, for a brother being out there, fucking forget about it. Like, so Ohio's just more west and less west than the West Coast, where they're kind of fucking like hip and shit. Like that. Listen, I would consider Ohio, Western PA, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, Western Virginia, all that shit the sticks. Okay, and apparently brothers are still getting lynched in the sticks. All right, so keep that in mind if you are pissed about fucking Drewski doing whiteface. Lastly, we're gonna touch on something sick that happened at the New York Fashion Show or New York Fashion Week. One fashion brand included a civil rights activist slash photographer, Cecil Williams. He's known for a 1956 photo of himself, a black dude, drinking water from a whites only fountain. And literally, they had the signs on the shit. It's like whites only, fucking complete segregation, apartheid, the motherfucking deal. So he actually got to walk the runway in front of a black audience at a black fashion show with a hoodie of the picture of him from 1956. Okay? And I saw a clip of that. Now that was powerful. That was sick. Whole crowd cheering for him. That guy got to have a walk of, we'll say fame. Cause shit, 1956 ain't that long ago, homeboys. And he was drinking at a whites only fountain, which could have gotten him, could have gotten what happened at Delta State University could have happened to him just for fucking drinking that water right there. So, powerful stand and statement at that time, especially to take the photograph and not to only just do the act, right? But yeah, a celebration for fucking the times having changed. But with that said, with all this crazy shit going on, please remember that the times had to change because it was fucking horrible. And we're talking about 1956. So this was a conversation I had with two of my colleagues when I was working in school. And, they're two Caucasian dudes and they're homies of mine. I mean, they both married to not Caucasian women. And freaking, we're saying, oh, what the fuck's up with this MAGA, Make America Great Again? Like I'm like, when the fuck was America great? And they have an idea of when they think America was great. And whatever the time period was when they thought America was great, I just brought up how black people were treated at that time. And they just fucking, oh yeah, sorry, fuck, our bad. Because it's fucking, if you have any inkling of a fucking soul, which apparently a lot of people don't because of, the nature of what's going on with wars and shit around the world right now, you would take into consideration how far we've had to come as a nation just for fucking everybody to be able to fucking do all this shit together. And now, as it gets unraveled, with DEI hires getting taken out and affirmative action being fucking yelled at and people and not teaching fucking history anymore, like we're fucked. So it's like that was your Money Mouth podcast. Because all I can fucking do is laugh. Because at times, like we said, that's why we need comedy. It's the best medicine. Because when you talk about shit like this, it's painful for homies, So, click like, click subscribe, click share if you care. Either way, it's your boy Ed the Dread. I'm going up there with a full mouth of gold, baby. 18 karat rose halfway there. A hoo we ho, Kako. Bam, 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 bam.